Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about a topic RACI chart. Friend, this is a very important topic with respect to project management or PMBOK. We will see this topic in detail, that what does that mean by RACI chart, and if you are studying project management in university or planning to give exam of PMP, so friend, this is a very important topic for you to understand, and you will definitely see this topic in the exam of either PMP or university exam. Friend, if you are a professional project manager, so again this topic is very important for you to understand, that what does it mean by RACI chart. Friend, this is a purely a topic related to project management, and if you are studying project management, so you will definitely want to know about the RACI chart. So friend, let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. RACI chart. See friend, here whenever we talk about a project, in a project, friend, there are multiple roles and responsibilities for a resource. Friend, first of all, I would like to ask that do you know that what does it mean by a project? A simple definition. Friend, if we talk about a simple definition of a project, as per the PMBOK, the simple definition says that project is a temporary thing which has some starting point and ending point. It gives you a unique product, a unique result. Okay, so it is a very basic definition. See friend, here if you are making a mobile application for fund transfer for a bank, so it's a project. Why? Because at the end of the project you will receive a mobile application. Similarly, if you are producing on daily basis a car in a factory, so do you think it's a project? No, it's not a project. Why? Because it's not a unique, it's a daily operational work. So just try to understand the concept between a project and operational work. It is very important. So see friend, here when we talk about project, project has multiple resources, and it is very important for us to understand the as a project manager that what are the roles and responsibilities which we are assigning to a resource. What does that mean by resource? If I ask from you that what is a resource, see friend, here resource means any like software resource, human resource, hardware resource, who is necessary to complete a task. Here very important thing is that friend, that it is not necessary that the human resource is only a resource. Time is also a resource, money is also a resource, software is another resource, hardware is another resource, human resource is another resource. So resource means the thing which we need to complete a task. This is called a resource in terms of project management. Now friend, RACI chart, when we talk about RACI chart, RACI stand for responsible, accountable, consulted, informed. See friend, here you can just imagine RACI chart as a Excel sheet. Just simply imagine this as a Excel sheet, and you can list down or you can draw a RACI chart which stand for responsible, accountable, consulted, informed in a Excel sheet. Basically what you are doing, you are listing down the resources with respect to their roles and responsibilities. Okay, why it's important? Because you are assigning the task to the resources with their roles and responsibilities. This is called as RACI chart. That means responsible, accountable, consulted, informed. RACI chart is simply a matrix used to assign roles and responsibility for each task, milestone, or decision on a project. See friend, here when we talk about a project, there are multiple roles and responsibilities, and every role has some specific task. For example, software, for example, if you are building a project of mobile application, so software developer has some role, the software manager has some other role, the quality assurance manager has some other role. Okay, and the the deployment manager has some other role, project manager has some other role. So basically you are assigning the roles and responsibilities with their you are defining the role task with respect to you are assigning the task to resources with respect to their roles and responsibilities. That is called the concept of RACI. So as per the definition, friend, there are four definitions. Responsible, basically the person who is completing the task, who is responsible for the task. Accountable means the person delegates work and is the last one to review the task or deliverable before it's deemed complete. That means, for example, let's assume that software developer is a person who is developing the task, so he is responsible for development, software development. Accountable means software manager is accountable. Why? Because he is delegating the task to software developer. So accountable is software manager. Software developer is not accountable, software manager is accountable. Consultant means, friend, whenever we are implementing a project, we must have to consult with some persons as well. For example, if you are estimating the task so you can consult with some expert judgment, with some technical expert to get the expert judgment. So he can be consulted. Informed means, friend, that you are informing to your CEO, CTO that this task is completed, this issue is occurring, this problem is occurring. So informed means that you are informing to your senior management. Informed means, for example, you can say program manager, CEO, CTO, business head of business department, etc. So there are mainly responsible, accountable, consulted, informed. Four definitions are there. Responsible means the person who is completing the task, who is responsible for the task. Accountable means the person who is delegating the task. Basically he is not doing the task, but he is accountable for the task. For example, if deploy manager is responsible for the deployment manager is in actual not deploying the build, some other person who is responsible for the deployment. But if there is any issue occur in the deployment in production, so you will ask from the deployment manager. Consulted means, friend, that you are getting some information, you are consulting, you are getting some input from some person like expert, technical expert, so he is called as consulted. Informed means the senior management like CEO, CTO, etc., which you are informing. Here I just want to give you a very simple example just to understand the concept of REI. It's a very general example. For example, there is a task, choose a recipe, and some roles are like dad, mom, son and daughter. So dad can be consulted here, okay, that what should be the recipe. Mom is accountable and responsible for choosing a recipe. Son can be consulted, daughter can be consulted. Grocery shopping is responsibility of dad. Okay, similarly, bake dinner in oven, it is the accountability and responsibility of mom. Prepare ingredients, mom is accountable and son is responsible. Okay, so it is just a very simple example of REI friend here, in which like you can see these are the tasks. Just imagine that a project and you can just list down the tasks on the left side and roles on the upper side, okay, like dad, mom, son, daughter. And C for consulted, R for responsible, A for accountable. So in that way, as a project manager, you can assign the task to the roles and responsibilities. Why you are doing that? Because it will be very helpful for you whenever there is some need to explain the task to your resources. Another example I just want to share with you, that is called another example of RACI. Like for example, it is a more comprehensive example, like define functional and functional needs. So project manager should be informed, consultant should be informed, architect is consulted, contractor is informed and client is responsible. Assess risk. For example, project manager will be accountable for risk. Consultant is also responsible. Architect informed, contractor consulted, and client is informed. Okay. uh, Performance requirement: project manager is accountable, consultant is responsible, architect is informed, contractor is informed, and client is also informed here in that way. Execute In the execute construction, project manager is accountable, consultant is consulted, architect is consulted, contractor is responsible, and client is informed. Approve construction work, so project manager is informed, consultant is informed, architect is consulted, contractor is consulted, and client is responsible. So friend, just see these are the legends here. R for responsible, A for accountable, C for consulted, and I is informed. So these are the legends are also defined here. You can understand from there as well. So friend, I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for your time. And if you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues. Thanks a lot for your time. That's all from my side.